Hello everyone, it's Leo and it's time to talk about episode 11 from Tokyo Mew Mew Mew. What a ride Tokyo Mew 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 is being. This episode just proved it. What an amazing episode. My voice even failed. What an amazing episode this was. This is so much fun and I am enjoying this version of Tokyo Mew Mew a lot. This episode really proved to me that this version is everything. And I'm so happy to have a strong rendition of a magical girl like this one. And as a magical girl fan, as a Tokyo Mew Mew fan, I am feeling super happy. Anyways, episode 11 brought it all. It brought the action, it brought funny moments, it brought emotion. And let's just say, I have to say this, the soundtrack of Tokyo Mew 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 is being really good. I feel like the songs and the soundtrack in this episode was super strong, and it really helped enhance the emotions of the scenes, of the moments, and it really brought it. And I feel like this episode really had it all. Last episode we saw how each of the girls felt about Ichigo and how they like her, how she is changing, how she changed their lives. And now in this episode we see Ichigo's version of it. And we've seen this before in the season. And I feel like it's a good thing that this show is always reminding us of this fact, because it is being a short show. It's going to be 12 episodes only. We might have a second season, we don't know, but I believe we will. But it's a short show, so we don't see the girls interacting a lot. So they have to remind us that their connection is strong, that they like each other's company. And I also like the fact that Ichigo's importance is not only as Mew Ichigo. It's because they like her as a friend, and Ichigo likes the girls as friends too. Not only fighting companions or people from the same team fighting for the same goal. It's not only that. And so we had lots of funny moments with Ichigo as a cat. Again, we finally see Shirogane doing something like big to help Ichigo, and obviously the girls, he's always cooking up plans and such, but we see him acting in this episode, and that little cat with the scarf, baby, that was so cute. Shirogane is so cute. And the way he was teasing Ichigo that he was gonna give her a kiss. They kind of kissed in this episode, nonetheless. It's interesting to see Shirogane actually doing something, taking action to help the girls, and especially Ichigo, because Ichigo was in a pinch. She was going through something hard. She spent a whole day as a cat, and it was the next day already. She hasn't eaten anything, she hasn't slept, so girl must have been beaten. And it's nice. That scene of Shirogane was nice. And we also have a lot of Ichigo's feelings in this, the way she feels about Aoyama, the way she cares about the date that they're about to have, if there is enough time, and she's worried about that. And at the same time, we see the girls. The girls are in Tokyo Tower and they're fighting against the villains. Also interesting about the villains that we see their backstory and the reason why they are going to Earth and why they are trying to attack the humans. And I really like their backstory. It's very simple, but it's effective in a way that we see and we understand why the aliens look at humans in such despise. It's really understandable. It's clear and very short, but very effective. And I also liked the position of the villains in this episode because we see a lot of interaction between them and the girls. So we see, for example, Tart interacting with Pudding a little bit. We see Pie analyzing everything, but he analyzed Lettuce's attack especially, and I was like, girl, is this a Lettuce and Pie interaction? What is going on? I'm grasping for straws maybe, but I like that chip, so that is an interesting thing. And the whole scene of the girls fighting was very nice, because there's one thing I like about when magical girls are able to fight outside of stock footage. I love when we are able to, when we have a specific attack in stock footage, and we're able to see it outside of stock footage. And this is something Tokyo Mew Mew has been doing a lot, and I have been enjoying it. We see the girls using their attacks in so many different ways, and it's fun, you know, and they work. That is also something I like, because if you are a Precure fan, attacks work in Precure in general for all of the girls, but if you follow Magical Girls prior to Precure, that is something that, you know, happened a lot. Like Magical Girls, except for the main one, which always has the finisher, the other girls, they're mostly useless, and their attacks are not as strong. And so seeing that in Tokyo Mew Mew, that also happened a lot in Tokyo Mew Mew. And seeing how strong they are in Tokyo Mew Mew is very refreshing. And I like that a lot. We can see Zakuro using her spear in so many different ways. We see a lot of Ribbon Lettuce Rush. Baby, that was so cool. I love it. And we see them using those attacks in so many different ways in this episode. We see Burin using her rings also as like defensive power, and it's great. We see Mint flying a lot in this episode, another great point. And I feel like probably my favorite part of the episode was that Mint and Zakuro interaction. I loved it. We see that Mint is worried about the choice she has to make. I mean, I feel like the answer is clear to us. I mean, she's not gonna go study abroad, especially now. She's a Mew Mew, she's one of the main characters. She's not gonna go away. But for her, as a character, it is something that is weighing on her shoulders, because this is something big, and it's something that's bothering her. And it started bothering her in the middle of the fight, which is also nice because Tokyo Mew Mew is always very Ichigo-centered. And when we have something that is not related to Ichigo in a big episode like this, it's also a plus. And seeing her getting worried and getting on her head and trying to figure out if she's able to fight while thinking of her decision at the same time, I mean, that was so cool. And the way Zakuro stepped in to help her, honey, I was not expecting something like that. And the way Zakuro got close to her, I almost fainted. My heart almost came out of my mouth, because I was not expecting that. And then it happened, and I was like, girl, is this what I think it is? Baby. And that was so nice. You know, it's so reassuring, Zakuro saying, like, you can have doubts, and you can think things, and, like, it's okay to not know the answer for something. But now is not the time for that, baby. Let's fight. Let's focus on the fight. And, you know, receiving something like that from Zakuro, who is the one she admires the most, is very reassuring for Mint. And that was gorgeous. I loved that scene. They got so close. As I said, my heart almost got out of my mouth. I was shook by that. And, you know, all of the way the girls were fighting, it was very nice. And then when Ichigo arrived, like the way Ichigo was running towards the tower and she transformed and she was jumping over things, it was great. And then she was also wondering about why she is a Mew Mew. And I love her two conclusions, which are, one, I love fighting together with my friends. We are a team, we are friends, and I love fighting with them. That is a very nice reason and enough for a teenager like Ichigo. And second, after she became a Mew Mew, she started valuing life so much more, because this is what she is protecting. This is what they are protecting. And she started valuing life so much more after she became a Mew Mew. And the way she arrived was also nice, but I feel like that point should have been a little bit more glorious. I feel like the production of Tokyo Mew 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 doesn't take much risks when it comes to the scenes and, you know, trying to do something different. And this must be, like, there must be so many reasons for that, and I won't try to understand it, but everything feels very simple. And we had a very nice group pose when Ichigo arrived, though. I'll give you that, and that was very nice too. And so the big fight will start while Aoyama is waiting for Ichigo to arrive to their date. Will Ichigo arrive on time? Baby, we're gonna discover next week which is the last episode of Tokyo MEW MEW. I can't believe it. I'm pretty sure episode 12 is going to be a ride. It's gonna be a blast, and we are gonna have a lot of fun. We might cry. I don't know. All I know is that Tokyo MEW MEW is being amazing. It's being gorgeous. It's being glorious, and I am loving it. How did you feel about episode 11 from Tokyo MEW MEW? Did you enjoy it as much as I did? Baby, I'm having the time of my life. Anyways, just want to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinnamon channel. If you are a member, thank you very, very much for your support. And if you've watched up until now, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye!